Secure Water Act basically asks that reclamation assess climate impacts on water resources. And so in 2011, we created a Secure Water Act report. It's on climate change and water. And the Secure Water Act requires that we create such a report every 5 years. So 2016 is the second report, and it is basically a summary of what we've learned about climate change impacts on our water resources, how it's going to affect the availability of water, the timing of water releases, its impacts on all of the uses that depend on it, how climate change is going to impact demands, and it begins to look at what sort of activities can we do to begin to address or adapt to a changing climate and mitigate the adverse impacts. In the 2016 Secure Water Act report, we've got the benefit of several new completed basin studies that have shown us that we should expect that temperatures are going to rise. That's going to lead to increased demands on water from even the natural environment, and also people are going to need more water. It's going to change the way hydrology comes at us. In many instances, we're going to get, instead of snow, we're going to get rain. Our basin studies look out over a 50-year horizon and analyze how we expect demands to change over that horizon, and what we think is going to happen to the available water supplies. And both are impacted by a changing climate. Supplies, it may get drier. In the Southwest in particular, it's expected to become drier, whereas further into the Northwest, we may get more precipitation. But in almost across the board, we expect to see higher temperatures. So that's going to change the form of precipitation. It's going to change the way we have to operate reservoirs and how water will be used. The basin studies that I've referred to that are summarized in this Secure Water Act report, these are not simply a reclamation product. These are collaboratively produced. We work with states, with water users, with tribes, with NGOs, anybody that has an interest within the basin that's being analyzed, to assess demands into the future and how we think supply is going to be available, and to try and figure out how we can adapt the use of our infrastructure and available resources to mitigate the impacts of that climate change. All of this is done under cost-shared type scenarios, where we put up part of the funding, and our partners put up part of the funding, and they also contribute in-kind services to creating these reports. One of the new features of the 2016 Secure Water Act report as compared to the 2011 Secure Water Act report is we have a new Secure Water Act visualization tool that uses GIS information to kind of help people visualize the impacts of some of these changes to their water supply and futures. That's the sort of thing that's available, and other just visualizing aids that will help people understand the impacts of the changing climate.